Hello everyone, my name is June Simpson. Today I'm just going to be doing a short album review on The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste by Ministry. That's one of my favourite Ministry albums, so I thought I'd be doing a review of it. So first of all, the front and the back cover are pretty much the same. I believe just like the story behind their previous album cover, The Land of Reap and Honey, this album cover was based on a documentary that the singer Al Jorgensen was watching. Yeah, for this one, I believe he was watching something about like brains and X-rays and headaches, so he decided to put that on the front and back cover. Just like how with The Land of Rape and Honey, their previous album, Al Jorgensen was watching a documentary on the Holocaust, so he put a burnt corpse of one of the victims on the cover. Really disturbing stuff, which is what makes Ministry their own. They really peaked industrial metal. So, let's just talk about the track list. Side A has Thieves, Burning Inside, Never Believe and Cannibal Song, and Side B has Breathe, So What, Test, Faith Collapsing and Dream Song. And let's go the record that has their record label Warner Records logo on the nice yellowish orange. And we also have this great sheet. It's just giving like thanks and whatnot. But I love this sheet so much. So let's just get into the review. Alright, so Thieves starts us off with one of the best guitar riffs you could ever hear in an industrial album. It sticks in your head because it's so memorable, but also so heavy, and also it shows how on this album there are loads of samples from like movies and documentaries and tapes. That's the thing that sticks Ministry in A League of Their Own, in my opinion. All the samples they use in some earlier stuff, not exclusively the earlier stuff, although that's debatable, but more so in the earlier stuff. If Toon Teller in the later stuff, but that's a story for a different time. So, the best part of this whole song is the ending. It uses a lot of samples from the movie Full Metal Jacket, which is one of my favourite films. So, there's the slow down section, and then it's a bunch of samples, then the drum snare kicks in, and then it goes full blast until the very end of the song, and every once in a while, like every few seconds, it just stops, and then there's another sample. Best part of, and it's probably the best part of the whole album. I love that so much. Next track is Burning Inside. This is quite a good song. Al's vocals are probably the best part of this song, in my opinion. It's still the same vocal change that Thieves has. Yeah, there are a lot of hits. It's the same one from Thieves that's on this song. The chorus is really repetitive, but that's what I love about it. It gets stuck in your head. Next up is Never Believe. This song starts off with an amazing drum solo and also has a lot of samples as well, which is obviously my favourite part of the album. I love the drum sound on the whole album. So, next track and final on side A is Cannibal Song. This song is really slow, it's really slow and just like haunting, and it's amazing. It really reminds me of experimental stuff that they did in the mid to late 90s, like Filth Pig and Dark Side of the Spoon, which is great because Filth Pig is actually my favourite Ministry album and has been for a while, and Dark Side of the Spoon was the first album I ever listened to by Ministry. I'm yet to own those two albums, but I'd love to. They're two of my favourites, and even Filth Pig's my favourite, as I said. So, that song is supposed to be the best on the album in my opinion, but I'll obviously tell you my three favourites at the very end of the review. So, next up is Breathe. This starts off side 2, and it's very groovy. It's not what you'd usually expect from Ministry, especially from this album so far. Just very like groove oriented, which reminds me of a lot of our songs from Dark Side of the Spoon, Step. That song's very experimental as well, but I'll get to that when I can. So, after that one, it's the next track, So What. This song is almost all samples, and that's probably what sticks out most. Like, off the top of my head, it's all samples and just the instrumentals. Like, off the top of my head, almost entirely instead of Al's vocals, it's just samples, which is amazing. And next up is Test. While I'm not the biggest fan of this song, I can very much appreciate it for how different it is. It sounds a lot like rap, to be honest. Like, Al's vocals are very fast and have this sort of rhythm that you've seen a lot of hip-hop and rap. Well, I'm not a big fan. I can see why the others would like it, and I really appreciate this song. Next up is the song Faith Collapsing. This is a great song because it's one of the slower ones. I feel like slower Ministry, like I said with Dark Side of the Spoon and Doghouse. And also some of the songs from the album after Dark Side of the Spoon called Animals to Semina. That's one of my favourites, but I'll get into all of these at a different time. And the final song on the album is Dream Song. Dream Song is really slow, and this song, in my opinion, that sounds most like something of the experimental albums. If you couldn't tell, this is what I love about Ministry, how they can change so much over time or even in the same album. Like, the first album with Sympathy, that was just like a synth-pop album, because that is one of the things that got Al Jourgensen and Paul Barker to be friends. Their love of like the new wave punk and synth-pop. Like, I remember on their album Animals to Semina, they did a cover of Magazine with their song The Light Pours Out of Me, which is one of my favourite songs from the album, even if it's a cover. And that whole album of With Sympathy is entirely just synth pop, which is very different from what they do like now, and especially with the album after Minds of Purple Vintage, Song 69, The Way to Succeed and The Way to Suck It. Love that title, but yeah, they can all change so much. But I'll try to get With Sympathy one day, because Ministry is one of my favourite bands, and there's a few albums by them that I'm really want to get. So, with the slow and eerie and ominous Dream Song ending, that ends the album. Overall, I love this album so much. I find it to be one of the best. So, I highly recommend this if you want stuff like fast punk and definitely industrial music. Ministry were probably the band that really put industrial into the mainstream. Like, bands like this and Nine Inch Nails, and to a lesser extent Skinny Puppy, like, really made industrial music what it is. Like, they weren't obviously the first or best ones to do it. Like, in my opinion, Throbbing Gristle was the first one, and they were, so I'll make a whole video about industrial music one day, don't worry. So, my three favourite songs off the album are Thieves, Cannibal Song and Dream Song. So, I really hope you all enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next review in a few days. Bye!